What's up my loves, my name is Paige, this is Pages with Paige, and today we're going to be doing a rainbow book stack. Happy Pride! So with June being Pride Month, I wanted to do a video about the Pride flag, so I've got 6 colours to talk to you about today. This stack will be reminding me of the LGBT flag, but these are books that I have yet to read, so I'm so excited to get to all of them. Out of the 6, 2 of them are Ashley Herring Blakes. I'm sorry I can't help myself, she's just my gay queen. So let's have a look at the stack. For red, I have Plain Bad Heroines by Emily M. Danforth. So I believe this is a sapphic relationship and it is a horror mystery sort of chunky beast, and I'm so apprehensive about getting to it, but this is a behemoth and I've just heard that the relationship in this is very interesting, so I'm very keen to dive in and see how we go. It is one that I do need to read for my 5-star prediction video, so hopefully we get to it before the year is out, but oh lordy, I'm excited. Next up, I feel like I'm one of the last few people on BookTube that haven't read this yet and hoping to correct this by the end of this month, and that is Felix Ever After by Kaysen Callender for Orange. I am really excited to read this and see the trans identity representation within this, and as well as being black and queer, and I feel like I'm going to fall head over heels for this and for Felix. I think I've hyped it up so much for myself that that's why I'm sitting on it, but I'm so excited to get to it, and obviously whenever this cover came out it was a buzz, but this is still one of the most beautiful covers, so very keen. I'm so excited. Next up I have This Is How It Always Is by Laurie Frankel, again with a trans protagonist I believe, so it is following about the transition of the trans experience. I think it is looking more at the family life, so I'm curious to see how that dynamic's done, but it still has that trans representation in there as well. Next up we have The Gilded Wolves by Roshani Chokshi, which I also haven't read yet, but I asked Gara, is it queer, and she said yes, and so I was like, sweet, it can go on. I can't actually remember the representation that is in it. This is one that I have been holding off on because I think a lot of people hyped it up for the wrong reasons and then were disappointed when it didn't meet those expectations, but I know that Cara really enjoys this series, so I'm keen to get to it, and I love seeing any photo representation as well. And this was for green. Green is one of the few colours that I'm lacking a plethora of options from. Next up we have Hazel Bly and the Deep Blue Sea by Ashley Herring Blake. First, blue. Ashley Herring Blake can do no wrong by me, and I'm gonna stand to this. I really have no idea what this is about. I believe it is female. That's all I need to know. If it's written by Ashley Herring Blake, it's usually got some element of queer to it, and I'm so excited. She does a lot of middle grade with some sort of mythical twist, not necessarily like real mythical, but there's a following of that, and I feel like Hazel Bly is going to be the same. And then the other Ashley Herring Blake will cover me for purple, and it's a buzz on BookTube at the moment. I'm hoping to have it done by the end of the month as well. Not gonna lie, probably gonna be done by the time this video goes out, but that's okay. I haven't finished it as of yet, and that's Delilah Green Doesn't Care by Ashley Herring Blake for purple. Last year I did do pink as well, but I wanted to keep it to the authentic 6-coloured pride flag that is the most current take. Delilah Green Doesn't Care, we have a bi and a lesbian main protagonist, and one of them comes to ruin her sister's wedding whilst being the photographer for it, and I know that this is going to be amazing. It's perfection. Ashley Herring Blake's first adult, so I feel like the relationship dynamics are going to be a lot more intense than her middle grades and just deal with different topics. Our protagonist Claire is a single mum as well, so that is an interesting dynamic, and Delilah, I reckon she's going to be a firecracker personality, and I cannot wait. This is my rainbow stack. Oh my god, I love how it looks! I feel a little bit bad that 2 are Ashley Herring Blakes, but I couldn't help myself. I am excited for both of those so much. But yes, so this is my rainbow stack. I'm so happy. I love talking about queer books. I'm so excited to dive into each of these and see what stories they present and how we explore. I can't wait to get to all of them. It fills me with joy having so much representation being so accessible. I have a whole list of audiobooks out currently that has queer rep in it some way, shape or form, and it makes me so happy. I saw on Katie Roberts' story on Instagram this morning, she had driven past a pride parade and she was getting all teary seeing these teenagers that were able to celebrate pride, and in her town she didn't have a pride parade when she was in high school, and just being able to feel that, and it hits home. It's so nice seeing people being able to be authentically themselves from the time that it feels right for them. And if it's not right for them at the moment, then that's still totally fine, and as long as you're keeping safe with this pride, I'm so thrilled that we get to celebrate our love of queer joy, and I love it. So yes, let me know in the comments any queer recommendations that you have that I need to get my hands on ASAP. And if you like this video, feel free to give it a big thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more of this mess, feel free to subscribe, and I'll hopefully see you in my next video, which will be my bye flags. Bye! Bye.